Yo, 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 yo! Skirt bag. How we doing, brother? Yo, if a random person listened to the show, they would not know that we were skirt bag and Baint. They would just hear me saying, yo, 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 skirt bag, and that's like our whole intro. They would just think like our show was called Skirt Bag or something like that. Oh, never. Welcome into the Random Roommates podcast. We are your hosts, Baint and Skirt Bag. See, so like that would be something like that, like an actual like welcome the people to the pod. Yeah, I know, but then we just like roll right into we just roll right in the convo. Yeah. It's funny. I know you saw me smirking during the countdown. I was like, we get to like 4 or 3 on the countdown, and I'm just like, wait, how do I start this thing? Like, hey, and then I'm like, no, that's not it.
Instantly turns into an ASMR podcast.
I was like, yeah, sorry, I forgot how we podcast.
Well, I mean, dude, we take a week off. I was just gonna say we take a week off from the pod, and that first intro hits like crack when I hear it.
Bro, so much has happened. Taking weeks off is cool because like it usually means that we're doing some fun stuff. Sometimes we don't have a lot of fun stuff going on, but there's usually if we're taking time off, it's because we're busy and doing stuff. So that's usually fun.
Yeah, and today's officially the longest day of the year.
Whoa!
So you know what that means? I always
Well, summer solstice. Tomorrow's it starts to go downhill.
Yeah, I always think of this situation as like half glass half empty because I'm just like, damn, it starts to get shorter from here. Although it does take like 2 months, like you still get 2 months of summer, like long days, but
yeah,
I don't take these days for granted, dude. Not when it's fucking dark at 5:15 at night for 3 months in the winter.
Yeah, it's been hot here this week, like
Same.
mid 90s to 100. A little bit over 100, I think, a couple days. I don't know, dude. I've been inside all day. I'm fucking hermit. Gotta get outside, get some more sunlight on my body.
Yeah, what'd you do for Father's Day, dude?
We hung out in the morning. Lex woke up with the baby, which was nice because Saturday was his birthday party. And I wasn't getting hammered or anything, but I probably had like 7 or 8 beers. So like I usually don't have any beers. So 7 or 8 beers certainly gonna make me like have a little bit of a headache the next day. And
Yeah.
Lex was like, all right, like let's go out to brunch. So it was obviously super last minute. We actually found like a really nice spot considering how last minute it was.
Especially Father's Day.
Yeah. And they were good. They had a solid menu. They had a steak and egg special. I got that. Kind of regret it. It was a ribeye and it was super fatty and it made it like hard to cut. And we were on a small table and I wasn't trying to fucking get after it and shake the whole restaurant like cutting up this steak. But it was fatty and it was pretty hard to cut. But once I got like past like the fattier pieces, it was good. Eggs were money. Their potatoes were banging. We ordered a waffle, like a Belgian waffle for Jacob. Dude, it was amazing. It had this amazing sweetness to it. It was so good. I was like, bro, I should have just got a waffle. Yeah, he enjoyed it. He housed potatoes, like had a good time. He ate fucking the entire time we were sitting down. Like from when first service was kind of slow, low key, but I guess they were busy and it was Father's Day, so like I'm not really too concerned. But like from the time we sat down until we left, he was eating. Until we got our food, he was eating something, puffs or some other little snack. Dude, we decimated all of our snacks before our food even touched the table. Lex was like, I literally got nothing left. And I was fucking carrying him around outside for like 5 minutes. Lex was like, can you just take him outside, like get him some fresh air so he's not like just sitting here like terrorizing us and the people next to us. Luckily there's just one, like there was a father-daughter next to us that were out to eat. They were older. And they were mad cool. They were like chatting with us because he's mad nosy, so he'd be turning around, staring at him and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, he likes to people watch like his parents. He just doesn't know how to do it discreetly yet.
He's just whipping his head around.
Yeah. Like Lex and I are 100p. Like we're checking out everybody when we go out, but like we're not staring at motherfuckers like that.
That's funny. It's just like the innocence of a child, dude. Like they just don't understand like social cues yet. And
they're just not just staring. Like just checking people out, dude. Just checking shit out. Like, hey,
information.
You're fucking interesting. I never seen a being like you.
Yeah, that's
What's your
dope.
deal? Are you
He's like filling
kind?
out. He's filling out his Pokédex in his mind, dude.
Yeah, bro.
He's
Yeah.
trying to.
He's
He's
just
trying to fill
taking
his
fucking
Pokédex
cues on
out.
everybody.
Yeah.
And then oh, I left out a key part. After I woke up, I got out of bed kind of late. Like Lex got up with him, which was nice. Throwing the party was stressful and definitely like a lot of work Friday and Saturday. Um, so that was nice to sleep in. And then he took a long ass nap, and I made my coffee and sat on the porch with Lex and smoked a cigar. And like Ben was outside, and it was a gorgeous morning. And I was like, morning cigar with my coffee, dude. Like money, dude. It was nice.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, went out and then came back, hung out, like took everything down from his party, hung out outside for a little bit. He got in his like little kiddie pool and whatnot, and I just like or I guess folded all the tables up. Like I didn't stack them. Lex and I stacked them later, but then hung out, did some playing, did some dinner.
Nice.
Not bad.
Sounds like a relaxing Father's Day. That's pretty
It
much all you can
was,
ask
dude. It
for.
was chill. Yeah, dude, and it's been crazy. Life's always crazy, so it was nice to just chill and like not have to be 100% like doing something.
Doing something. Yeah. Dude, your point you made about having like 7 or 8 beers and like getting a headache from that made me think back to what we did on the weekend. We went out Saturday and literally had I had 1 beer at dinner and then 2 beers at the next bar and then 2 beers at the next bar and we went home. And I woke up the next day like violently hungover. I wasn't even drunk Saturday night. Like
Really?
5 beers, 4 of
Yeah.
them being Millers and Bud Lights. Like that's not gonna get me like drunk. I mean, I'll be buzzed, but I'm not like
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll be fine tomorrow. I woke up, dude, and I like couldn't walk. I was waking up at like 8 o'clock, and I was like, dude, I'm broken downstairs, but I don't think I can get out of bed and get it right now. Like that's how bad it
Damn,
was.
dude.
And Andy kind of felt the same way, and he had the same amount. We were out celebrating because his birthday was Tuesday, so we went out for dinner Tuesday night, some hibachi spot, and then went out drinking Saturday night. But we just went and got nachos from Rebellion, had a beer with dinner, and then a few afterwards, and I was hurting until like 2 o'clock on Sunday.
Did you have any draft?
The first one I had, it was a sour on draft, but then after that, it was just
Mm,
bottles.
mm. That's probably good then.
Yeah, but the fucking
I said maybe
hangovers,
they're
like as you
nasty
get
tap
older, are
lines.
brutal, dude.
Maybe it's not just a hangover though. Maybe you're feel. Maybe it was something else.
Well, I did have. We went golfing Saturday too, so I was like out in the sun all day, so I was sunburnt and a little
Oh
dehydrated, so that
yeah,
probably
yeah, dude,
didn't
that'll
help.
get
But
you.
yeah, it was hot Saturday, bro. Andy and I went out to Castle Bay and played around, and it was like we couldn't get a tee time earlier than like 10:40, so we just took that one.
Yeah,
And by then it was already like 90 degrees and just not a cloud in the sky. I had a hat on, but my face got torched. Um, but I played some
yeah,
decent
that's a
golf,
hot
so
ass day.
yeah. I've been back on my golf grind, dude. We got another tee time this Saturday. Been trying to hit the range once a week. Um, I shot a 91 on Saturday and birdied the second hole on like a 20-foot putt, so that felt good. But
Yeah,
there's still my swing's just not back to what it was, dude, and it's super frustrating. But we're working. We're out here working, grinding.
yeah. I haven't played in a few weeks. We're talking about trying to get out, dude. Everything's just so expensive. Like at the courses that we want to play at least, or at
Yeah,
least where Owen and Timmy want to play. There's a couple nice courses, but it's like, dude, $100 for a round
yeah.
during the
The
week,
summer rates are
even.
crazy, dude.
Um, because like we'll probably go out on like a Wednesday or something like that. Um, gotta get out there. Gotta stop being
100 bucks
bad.
on a Wednesday is crazy though.
Yeah, dude. At like early too, like before 10 a.m.
That's wild.
Yeah. I
Can't
mean, it's a
imagine those
nice
tea times
course.
are
It's
like getting
LBI
super
National.
booked up though.
I I don't know honestly,
Wednesday
but I
morning,
think
100 bucks. That's like you gotta either have like no room in your schedule to play on the weekends or just have the day off from work. I feel like or be retired. I guess I didn't think of that.
and there are a lot of retired people, but it's kind of out in the sticks before you get to LBI. So
Yeah,
I think if it was cheap, you'd get a lot of clientele that you don't want, and they're trying to. It's like a really really nice place. Like they do like
Oh
really
yeah.
nice weddings and everything like that. Like it's more of a venue than a golf course,
It's not like a
honestly.
municipal course. Like it's not
No,
like a
no, no,
club.
no, no. It's not like fucking going to games. No
Yeah.
gamblers out here. Like it's not like that place that we went, bro.
Oh my god, dude. Andy hit me up
Ah,
because I was making a tea time for this Saturday, and I was like, yeah, they didn't have anything. I made this tea time Wednesday. They didn't have anything at Castle Bay, the one you played. We played when you came
yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
in Wilmington. They didn't have anything for more than one golfer before like 11:45. So I was like, well, we can snag this one. I mean, it's gonna take up like most of the day, but like I'm down if you're down. And he's like, yeah, I'm down. What about that one we played with Kenny and Jake and Dylan came down? I was like, dude, I'm like starting to play good golf, and I don't want to ruin it with a round there. And also, like, I can't deal with bugs. I'm like, let's just go to Castle
Yeah,
Bay. Castle
yeah.
Bay like just punched their greens like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, so rates have been like $20 cheaper, which has been nice.
Not bad.
Um, but I was like, dude, I would rather just suck it up and play like at this course, knowing I can hit a fairway and like have an easy shot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hit a fairway and then just be on a stick or like dirt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That course was pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's
It probably
better.
rivaled your high school soccer field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude, probably. Honestly, like the fairways were probably nicer than the high school soccer field I had, just because it was more flat.
But
It was
not when
dirt,
you
but it was
compare it to
flat.
how each is supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. But yeah, dude, last night we went out for sushi. Um, and this is the second time we've been to this place. You walk in and it's like a strip mall next to Target, so it's like doesn't look like it should be anything crazy, right? But you always have to book a reservation because there's never any room to just walk in, and it's always like line out the door. Super small spot.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Genki. Um, but the first time we went there, we're like, holy fuck, the sushi is amazing. Like, I literally ate that food and was like, this is the best sushi I've ever had. I've had a lot of sushi in my life. Like, I've been eating sushi since like the fourth or fifth grade. And so we decided to go there last night, and we sat down and got edamame and these like chicken skewers for an appetizer. Um, bomb. And then we got 2 special rolls and then like another regular roll to split. And all mine was, I think it was called the Red Dragon, but all it was tuna, avocado, I think cucumber, ponzi sauce, however you say it, and then tuna on top of it, and then more sauce on top of it. Oh my, dude, it was the best. It was some of the best
Yeah,
I've
dude,
ever
that
had.
sounds banging. We had we went to this new place and we had some of their sushi, and it was also one of the best rolls that I ever had. But and it was similar. It was like tuna and avocado and like something else on the inside, and then on top it was or no, not avocado, tuna, mango, and something else on
Mm,
the inside, and then on the outside it was like topped with tuna and avocado. Dude, that is like everything that I want in a
in
roll.
sushi. And some
Um,
sauce, like some spicy mayo on top, or like
I
Hawaiian
mean,
sauce or something.
if you want it, but it was good, dude. Their sushi was so good, and it's like the mango was so good. Everything tasted like so quality.
Yeah, mango in a sushi roll can't be topped.
Money,
That's the best. It's
yeah.
like the best combo to put in a
Now
sushi.
that's
If
like
I
my
see a
go-to.
roll has mango in it, I'm most likely getting
I'm
it.
probably gonna get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably, because you don't come across them like too often. Like it's not that they're super rare, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
every place doesn't have mango.
Yeah. The place we went last night, I didn't see any that has mango in it, but this sushi just like straight up melted in your mouth, dude. It was so good. Um, and it's like fairly priced too. It's so
Yeah,
weird. Like I said, like walking into this spot, it doesn't look like a good sushi restaurant. It just looks like a strip mall, kind of like how they look. They have very bare on the outside, and just like a long extended hallway is like the restaurant, but it's like obviously wider than a hallway.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just, dude, it's such a like a hole in the wall, like just phenomenal place. My mom's coming down in 2 weeks, I think, the week after 4th of July, and we're like, we gotta take her here, dude. Like, she's gonna be like, where the fuck are you bringing me? Like walking in, but then she's gonna sit down, and they bring you like these hot towels too, which I don't know
Interesting.
what those are for, but it's cool. Cool.
I'm not exactly sure what the hot towels are for either. Um, I think they did those at Koro. I think you're supposed to like, I don't know, maybe like put it on your face. That feels nice.
I was just holding it and I was like, I'm gonna save this for when our food comes. And then I guess like our waitress saw that we had our towels stacked on top of each other, and she's like, "All right, I'll take these for you." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, they do take them. I don't know. You're supposed to do something with them, bro. I don't know. I
I'm
forget.
gonna Google what the point of a hot towel is at sushi. So I want to figure it out. What's the
Yeah,
point
like
of a hot towel? Uh, this is to wipe your hands, but not your face. Be sure your socks or stockings are in good condition. What? Japanese restaurants often provide a small hot towel called an ashibori. This is to wipe your hands, but not your face. You may see some Japanese wiping their faces with their ashibori, but sometimes this is considered bad form. Wet hand towel offered to customers in places such as restaurants or bars and used to clean one's hands before eating. Oh. So you're not supposed to put it on your face.
okay. For your hands though, you just like
It's
I feel like you
customary
should
that
put it
they
on your
serve
face.
these. I mean, I do. I probably look like such an asshole just in there.
Yeah, that's true.
What the fuck is this white kid doing?
He doesn't
Why,
know
it's a
how to
hot
use
towel.
his ashibori.
It feels good on my face. Where's my sushi? Can you bring me a fork?
That's funny. Lex eats her sushi with a fork. She hasn't mastered the chopstick.
I do too sometimes, but if I'm at like a genuine, authentic Japanese restaurant, I'll use the chopsticks. Just because I'm not gonna be the guy to be like, "Can I have a fork?" But I will. I do prefer eating sushi with a fork, just because
I
I'm
prefer
not
eating
great
with
with
a
chopsticks,
chopstick.
and I don't like when it falls apart.
See, I think it falls apart more if I use a fork and I try to stab it. If I use the chopstick, I can like gently grab it from each side. It's like a,
Just yeah,
it's. I don't know. The fork,
facts.
I feel like I always fuck it up, and it's way better for dipping. The only way, like, okay, you could like knock the piece of roll off like onto the fork. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
but then like for dipping it, it's kind of tough. You have to like dip the whole fork essentially. But
yeah.
if you got chopsticks, you can dip
Lately
in a
placed
much better fashion.
sushi faction.
Faction? Yeah, I don't know. I think chopsticks are better for eating sushi. Not for eating I had this old coworker, one of my managers. He ate everything with chopsticks, bro. Chicken wings. Full chicken. Like I swear to God, like hot wings at lunch. This dude just be hot wings with chopsticks, dude. Put them down.
Oh, dude. If you're gonna eat a chicken wing with chopsticks, you just gotta take one and
Mwah.
yeah,
That's one way to do it. That's a good way to do like nuggets
yeah.
or tendies.
I don't know how Japanese people or Asian people in general eat like rice with chopsticks.
Bro, I know. Like individual grains are nice with it.
Yeah, they're quick.
They're professionals. Professional chopstick users.
Been doing it their whole lives.
I bet you they struggle with a fork. Like a true authentic Japanese person, like, somebody who's like never used a fork before. Like I'm sure there's some people in Japan who have never used a fork, never left Japan, never had a reason to. It's just chopsticks from birth. That's all you ever need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you bring them somewhere, you say, "Hey, here's a fork. Eat with this." They're gonna be like, "What? How come the spoon just strains? The spoon strains. I don't.
It's a strange spoon.
What is this fucking? Why does this spoon suck so bad?"
Dude, and don't you dare whip out a spork in front of them. Their heads will explode.
See, I think that makes more sense than a fork to them. Because
I
like
think it makes more sense in general.
I don't really like the spork as much. I don't think you can really eat with it. I don't think it's. Well, you can eat with it, but you can eat like mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, like things that you already could use a spoon for.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a spork is the most versatile eating utensil there is.
I don't think it's as good as like, what if you want to eat steak? You're gonna eat that with a spork.
Well,
You're not gonna be able to
that's
stab it.
true.
You know,
That's
even if you get a
true.
knife, you're not gonna be able to like stab it to eat.
That's true, dude. That's very true.
That's what I
That's
mean.
like,
There's not quite enough on the end of a spork for me. I would need it to be
dude,
like supersized
if
almost. Like that would be a
sporks
huge
just like
utensil if it was
they
actually
just need to
quality.
extend their teeth on a spork a little bit, and it's money, dude. But also, like,
But
at
here's the
that point,
thing:
just
if
use a
you
fork.
made them metal, you could still have it be the outline of a spoon and just bring back like how much of it is spoonage. Make like, I don't know, like a quarter of an inch.
Spoonage.
Make like a quarter of an inch of it like 4 prongs, just like a fork. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then have it split up however thin they need to be, and they'll obviously widen out like as they go down. Because it's a fucking spoon, like they get bigger like that. And then you just do that.
Have
Or
you
you
ever
just
seen
make
a
it
metal spork?
straight. Keep it straight. Like, okay, what if you took a fork and just like covered it or put like a bottom on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do that. We need to get in
And make
contact with
and
like
then make it like curved.
a smith, an ironsmith or something.
Yeah, we're gonna need an ironsmith, something like that.
Yeah, make us a metal fork prototype, a metal spork prototype, but like this is how we want you to do it.
Okay, I know somebody with a 3D printer. That's like,
We could do that. 3D
we
print
could
of
3D print
dude,
something.
and then we can go on Shark Tank and present it.
Hell yeah, and say, yo, all we have is this one 3D printed phototype, but we think it's a
Phototype.
fucking winner. I said phototype. That's funny as fuck. What an idiot. They could be like, yeah,
dude,
yeah,
we'd
no
say
thanks.
that on
You
Shark
can
Tank,
get out
and
of
then
here.
they'd be like,
Sorry,
"Wow,
I'm
dude,
out with your fucking
you don't
phototype.
even
All
know
right.
what a prototype is. Like you can't you can't even say the word prototype. You want us to
You
give you $1
idiot.
billion for
Idiot. And
half
I'm gonna be like, yeah,
a
well
percent of
played,
the
guys.
stake of your
Yeah, that's
company?
my bad.
Our pitch would be like, "How did you come up with this idea?" Well, we were
podding
one night.
You were
And we
what?
started talking about
They
sushi.
think that we're gonna be getting in little pods, like getting high in little pods or something. That's what they're gonna think, bro.
We were using Elon Musk's escape pods. And on our way to Mars, we just started spitballing.
Now we're here. How else do you think this happens?
Now we're here showing you our phototype.
And then we blackmailed your producers to get us on this show without any sales. So
we held them at Spork Point. We held your producer at Spork Point until he let us on the show.
So now you're getting
That's
our
how
pitch.
good our
How
Spork
is
is,
it?
dude. Our Spork is as good as a lethal
Dude,
weapon.
we would have poked holes in him and then been able to, like, you know,
Scoop it out.
drink his fucking blood as it squirted out of the holes that we poked.
Do you want to buy the Spork or not?
We put a
Mark
few
Cuban's
holes
like,
in
I'm
you.
in. Mark Cuban's like, here's $1 billion, I'm in. Still pissed off about the Mavs losing the finals.
One person's like, sorry, I'm out. It was like, all right, we're gonna show the rest of you how good this is on him.
Kevin, come here. You dickhead.
We getting probably a lot of trouble for that, huh?
Yeah, we'd probably see serious jail time.
Serious. Unless we get enough investment, we can just buy our ways out of it, and then we'll start. After we get out of jail.
Get a really good lawyer, yeah.
Yeah.
If God ain't got us, we know Mark Cuban does.
Yeah, he's got that blank check. How much could it really be?
A blank check?
No, to defend yourself from all the accusations that you would get.
Of Spork murder?
Yeah.
Probably a pretty penny, for being honest.
Yeah, that'd probably be a fucking. That might be a Benny.
Great marketing for our product, though, dude. First guy to die by Spork.
You don't know about all that here.
I mean, I'm taking a pretty solid, educated guess. I've never seen Spork murder in the news.
Spork murder in the news.
I wonder what happens
that's funny
if
as
you,
fuck.
death by Spork. Let's see. Has anyone died by Spork? Where are the? Oh my god, dude. The Spork Murders, 1995. A murderer on the loose. It's a movie. A murderer on the loose prefers fast food sporks as his murder weapon. The detectives are on the case. May the spork be with you. Teen injured in plastic spork attack at San Francisco. The horribly slow murderer with the extremely inefficient weapon, the spork. Okay, so I guess it's a weapon of choice by a lot of murderers.
There's also a story of Spork, a dachshund owned by Lafayette's Tim and Kelly Walker, who bit a vet tech at Jasper Animal Hospital.
His name was Spork?
Yep. You think they made the movie?
Name. Maybe. That is a baller fucking dog name. Come here, Spork.
The
you want to eat?
Spork picture in the video like cover looks good, dude. It looks like a solid Spork. Maybe it's like a little bit. The tops need to be a little bit longer.
Dude, I see a Spork like we were just talking about. It's called a ramen Spork.
What do you mean?
Like it's got long teeth and a spoon. It's like more. It's got more spoonage. Somebody definitely was in this dilemma that we were in before. A double-sided Spork?
Whoa. Wait, I want this one. Spork is made out of stainless steel, has a jagged knife edge. I need you to look at what I'm looking at.
Oh, man. The utility Spork. Yuko utility Spork. $3, not a bad deal.
How about this, dude?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's a good Spork.
Right? It's got good fucking prongs here for the fork action, and it's got a serrated knife here, should you need it.
That's gotta be dangerous to eat off of, though. One side of it is a fucking knife.
Yeah, be careful.
That looks like a serviceable Spork.
That looks like a good one, dude. See, but like when you said Spork, this is what I'm thinking of, like this guy. Or this guy.
Yeah.
Like that's booty cheeks, dude.
Yeah.
This one looks good.
Dude, you know what I think a Spork would be great for? Carving a pumpkin.
Yeah, facts.
You can scoop the shit out. You can fucking get after it with the teeth.
How about this? You see, like I'm almost
kind of. Is that the phototype of the Spork?
That's the phototype, big dog. That's gotta be the phototype, bro. Like actually, yeah, that's a phototype. Sit here and tell me that's not a fucking phototype, dude.
Dude, that's got measurements and everything. The blueprint and the phototype.
Yeah, blueprint and phototype, same word, dude. They're synonyms. 100%. I know we just made up this phototype word, but this is a fucking phototype.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go. This is the first Spork ever. They also got the fancy handle here, dude. I'm Batman.
Yeah, dude. actually have the Batman logo on it. That's
Dude,
wild.
I need to send you a picture of my fan at the end of this episode. It has like a little thing in here, and it's identical. Like it's literally, it comes up and then it goes back down and then up and then around.
It looks like the top of the Star Wars like Rebellion badge.
Yeah, or like a paratrooper thing, like a
Yeah.
parachute type deal. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, or really like wide firework.
oh, big firework.
Or a
Two
fountain, like the
spotlights or
fountain
like
that spouts out of the whale hole.
whale.
Uh,
Or like boobies, bro. Look at the cleavage and the heads. The head's up here, dude, and then it comes down, bro. That's a fucking nice set.
Spork with a rack.
Dude, that's wild. Uh,
I can't believe we just found a photo type of a spork.
that's wild. That's good shit.
Have you been watching any of the Euros?
Not a lick. What's going on, dude? I saw somebody hit one of the longest goals since 2016 today.
Really?
Mm-hmm. 30
What
yards
game
out.
that was in? Oh, that might have been the Serbia and Slovakia game this morning. It was actually a really good game, dude. I just threw it on for background noise while I worked, and it ended up being like full of action. I think it ended 1-1. I don't know their group or where those teams stand in their group, but England and Denmark played at noon or 11, and that was.
I think it
also a
was
really
the
good
Denmark game.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was actually really good. England looked really solid for the first 20 minutes, and then just absolutely horrible for the rest of the game. And Denmark sneaked out a 1-1 draw, grabbed a point from them. And then Italy and Spain was a really good game. It ended 1-0 Spain. But Italy's goalkeeper, Donnarumma, had like a billion saves, dude. He was
A
on
billion?
fire. It was actually really fun to watch.
Whoa.
Huh?
Croatia,
B.
bottom of that table.
Really?
Yeah, Albania's above them on goal differential.
I assume Spain's on top, right? 2 wins.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, I watched all the games today. I watched a little bit of one yesterday. I didn't realize, so when the Euros started, I knew they were on Fox Sports and like Fubo TV, and I don't have either of those. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not watching it. But Fox Sports is on YouTube TV, so on like their live section. So I figured that out and started watching it through that.
Not bad.
Copa America kicks off tonight too. Stoked for that. I think it's Argentina and someone else. I think it started at 7 actually. USA doesn't play until it's Argentina and Canada. But USA doesn't play till Sunday. I think they're playing like Paraguay or some shit.
Okay.
They're like plus 12.
This will be fun.
I think, to win the whole thing.
It'll be fun because it's like South America. Usually we just get CONCACAF. This is like, everything on this side.
Everything. Canada too.
I mean, they're in CONCACAF as well.
Oh, they are?
Yep.
Yeah, it should be a good tournament. Argentina and Brazil obviously are like the two heavy favorites, but
for sure. No, I haven't watched much of the Euros, and by much I mean any of it. I've been watching a lot of college baseball. That's always fun to watch this time of year, dude. I love Omaha. It's always a good story. There's always good games. Like there's always like exciting plays happening. And it's because it's so important.
It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. That was all the games yesterday were good. I had that on pretty much the whole day.
Nice. Yeah, I think in the first inning, like I went like outside to grab something for like 10 minutes and then came back in, and the score was already like 7-1 Florida.
Yeah,
and they had batted around the entire lineup in like 10 minutes. It was crazy.
Kentucky went up 1-0 in the top of the first, and I literally almost texted Jordan and was like, "Oh shit! Like Kentucky's up early on Florida, like might be staying alive." And it's a good thing I did it because Florida went absolutely crazy bottom of the first. Kid hit a grand slam. I think it might have been. I think it was their first baseman. Whoever plays that first. But hit a grand slam. He had a solo shot or a 2-run shot later in the game. Dude, the final score was like 15-4.
Yeah.
Or maybe even it was worse than that. Maybe I don't know. It was ridiculous. Florida went absolutely crazy. Did they end up beating Texas A&M? I don't think so.
I don't know. Did they play today?
No, that was yesterday. They had a doubleheader.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had to play Texas A&M in the evening. They lost 3-2. Wait. Nope, they lost 6-0. So I think it's Texas A&M and Tennessee are the final, and I think that starts tomorrow. Yeah, Tennessee,
That's
Texas
a best of
A&M,
3,
A&M
right?
face off. Yep. Tennessee's
That should
really
be a fun
good,
little
dude. They got
series.
this dude Kirby Connell who comes in for relief then. He's got a nice curly beard, dude. He looks good.
Yeah.
He rocks the Jordans, and he's got like his pants are like short, like they like cut off like an inch above his sock. They cut off like an inch above the top of his shoe. So then there's like a little bit of sock and then his shoe.
Kirby?
Yeah, it's a good little look for a
Shit.
pitcher.
I want the
Let me see if
stirrups
I
to
can
come
find
back.
more here.
The stirrups are clean. I don't care what anyone says.
I like the high socks.
I like the high socks for position players. I like stirrups or long pants for a pitcher. I don't know why. I think it just looks better.
Let me see if I can get this up here, cause yeah, he rocks like he's got he's got a crazy nice look. See how he has
Oh
him like
yeah,
cuffed a bit?
yeah. I've seen players with that before. I like that look. It almost looks
He's
like
got a dope stash.
dude. He looks like a
Look at
fucking
that shit.
straight farmer boy throwing
Right,
fucking gas for
bro?
Tennessee. Oh yeah, dude. He throws. Yeah, you can just tell that boy's a pitcher.
Yeah, dude.
He's gonna
He's
be
got
like Lance Lynn in 15 years.
100%. Look at that stash, dog. Look
Oh,
at that
dude,
shit, dude.
that's fresh, bro. A little fingertip stash.
Bro, that's so clean. Uh, and
He probably he
he's
probably
rocking the
goes and uses
Jordans
like
now.
the beard oil in between innings and like
Oh,
touches it
100%.
up.
He's cleaning his shit up. That's funny. But Texas A&M, dude, they're good top to bottom. I mean, everybody has been really good in this College World Series. Kentucky was great. Their middle infield, I think they said, made 7 errors all year.
Kentucky's?
Yeah,
That's wild. That's a good
that's
middle infield to have.
absurd.
Yeah.
That's absurd. Um, so good on them. I mean, they're out of it, but they had a good year. This was, I think, their first year ever getting to Omaha.
Kentucky?
Yeah, isn't that kind of crazy?
I would have never guessed that, dude.
Nah.
I would have guessed that they would have at least one College World Series title if I didn't know that. If you hadn't just said that.
Yeah, I would have said like 4 or 5 appearances at least to
Yeah.
Omaha.
It shocks me that Coastal got there and won one before they did.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's because we had that dog in us.
Oh, dude, that team was so fun.
That team was so fun.
The third baseman of that team, I don't know if he's still on the team, but he started the season on the Chicago White Sox roster and he played a few games against the Yanks. Zach Remillard, I think his name was. What are you snacking on? Beef jerky?
Close. Beef jerky sticks, I go.
Ah, like real Slim Jims.
Yeah, real Slim Jims. What's his name? Is that Remoulade?
Remillard?
Remillard. Is that who it is?
Yeah, yeah. He was probably our best player, like, on that team. It makes sense that
Yeah.
he's, like, in the bigs with an actual, like, MLB career.
That's dope.
I remember
It sucks
he.
that the White Sox are the worst team in the league.
Yeah, but it might be good for him. Like he's probably getting good playing time and seeing some action. You know what I mean? They don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
Better he gets that opportunity than just being like stashed away on some good team's bench. I mean, it would be cool if like he was on a team that made like a postseason run or something. But good for his
He would never
development.
see the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. See a lot of good pitching and like get a lot of good balls hit his way.
Yeah.
We got NBA wrapped up. Put a bow on it.
Put a bow on the season.
Celtics got the NBA record 18th title in franchise history.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping the Mavs put up a little bit more of a fight, but I think Boston was just too good, dude. They were so deep and just like winning in every aspect of the game. I mean, I know Luka was hurt, but he was pretty locked down most I think 4 out of 5 games. He had that one game where they won, kind of popped off, but
Yeah, Luka didn't have a great series. Kyrie was pretty much non-existent in Boston. I think Kristaps played a big part in the game that he missed. They lost, and he didn't play the fourth quarter of Game 3, and Dallas kind of had something going in that fourth quarter. So it was like the time that KP was not on the court was definitely tough for them. I guess good for the Celtics. Good for Drew Holiday. He's got a cool
yeah,
story. Like him and his wife have a cool story, and happy for them. Happy for him to find somewhere that wants him, is going to give him another title. See, I mean, maybe they'll run it back, but probably not. NBA is pretty tough.
yeah. Did you see Jason Tatum with the trophy like after the game? How he basically just like said all of like the iconic shit that other people have said.
I heard something about it, but I didn't really look too far into it.
Someone put like a video together of him like like everything that he said and then like all the moments, and he was like the one I think it was Kevin Garnett when he was like, "We did it," and it's like that meme now or whatever. He did that, and then he did the Kanye thing where he's like, "People always ask you, what would you do if you never win? I guess we'll never know." And then he did one that like Steph said or something like that, and I was just like, "Bro, be original, dude. Like, be yourself. Stop." You know what I mean? Like, he just gives off
Yeah,
like Drake vibes almost when it comes to just
that's a great point.
living as somebody that's not themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Living to like be who people want you to be, like, and like get that
Yeah,
acceptance from people, not living to just like be yourself and do your own thing.
right. No originality.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, that's why nobody's ever gonna be like Tatum.
Yeah, that was exact, dude. I was thinking in my head like Kobe, like you'd never see Kobe do some shit like that.
Yeah. And like you're never gonna have like an iconic Tatum line. You're only gonna have memes of him copying other people.
Exactly. What do you think LeBron's like signature like moment or line is?
Cleveland, this is for
This is for
you.
you. Yeah. Or you know what I like is when after they went down 3-1 to the Warriors and Clay was like, I guess he just got his feelings hurt, and he was just like, "What Clay say?" And like the media guy told him, and he just like laughed like that. Like that's such a cool, like knowing what
He's
happened
got
after that.
he's
He's
got a
got a
lot of
lot, dude.
funny things because he's got a lot of things where he's like just like where he's like trying to be like so smart but saying some like obvious like bullshit, like you're just making blowing
You
shit
know
out
it's
your
a good
ass,
one,
bro.
dude. You know what? Here, one more for y'all. I love that one. One more for y'all.
uh it's funny, somebody asked him about the book he was reading one time and he like didn't even have it
Yeah,
started, and he's like, yeah, but I've been like
he was
doing
sitting
all
there
this
like
reading.
holding
I'm
the
like,
book.
yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I feel like the book is staged and now you just got called out on it.
Yeah. I love Braun, dude. He's so funny.
Yeah, speaking of Braun, apparently Rich Paul said that he no longer he doesn't care about playing with his son anymore. And
Do you think
like,
he said that just for his son, his son's purposes, or
yeah, I
do you
think
think he
so.
actually means that?
No, dude, you want to play with your son. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right. But
you okay, like first you want what's like best for him and his career. But second, like you want to play with your son in the NBA, bro. Like that's like
yeah,
there's no way
that's
you
like his
don't care
last
about that.
accomplishment he wants to do before he retires. I think.
Yeah,
I think he'd
like either
rather do
dunk
that than
on
win
his
another.
son or like cross up his son like in a game or play with him, dude. Like think about the Griffies. They were out there goofing in the outfield together. And then they hit back-to-back home runs.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that's so fucking dope. There's no way you don't want that.
yeah. That's like someone's life achievement. You know what I mean? Like if you're a father with a
Yeah.
son and you're like LeBron, like that's your end game. Honestly,
Yeah.
it would be
Because
cool to
you
see LeBron dunk on Bronny Joe, though. It
yeah,
would
dude.
be just
Oh, dude,
welcome
he
to the
would
league moment.
destroy him, bro. He would
Yeah,
destroy him. Bronny's like literally a child. Like compared to LeBron, like that's like I feel like Bronny's literally a child compared to LeBron.
yeah.
I
JJ
don't know.
Redick, I saw just got the coaching job in LA.
He did. He did.
What are your thoughts on
Good
that?
luck. Good luck, dude. I love JJ, dude. I think he's really smart, like knows the game, knows players, knows personalities. Like I think he's going to know how a lot of players tick. He's going to know what they excel at. He's going to know how to get them into those positions. Like I think he can see the game and analyze the game very well. I don't know, dude. He's never coached in the NBA before. Some players that become coaches are good. Jason Kidd was just in the finals. Some not so good. Steve Nash really was like just with the Nets, booty cheeks. I think there's a lot
Yeah,
more that haven't been good than have been good. Um, but I mean, I think it's going to be tough. I think NBA players don't really want to be coached all the time, so getting buy-in, I don't know, that might be tough. Maybe put like some experienced assistants around him. Apparently, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. Um, I saw somebody say maybe Monty Williams because he just got fired by the Pistons, which is absolutely ridiculous. But they're still paying him 65 million plus over the next 5 years. So it's like you don't really have to pay him that much.
the Pistons are still paying him that.
Yeah, coaches' contracts are like fully guaranteed. They're not like players' contracts.
That's nuts, dude. To fire him after 1 year, then why would you
Yeah,
not
they
run
gave
it
him
back
they
by
gave
at
him
least
like a
another year?
6 year, 70 or 80 something $1 million contract.
Jeez.
Yeah, fire him after 1 year. And you're the Pistons. You're the worst franchise of the last 15 years. You're absolutely terrible. What are you expecting to do with this roster?
Right. He's not fucking God, dude. He can't just turn them around overnight.
And they started 0-28, but after that 0-28, like for the rest of the season, they had a better record than the Washington Wizards did over like their same like back half of the season, back 2/3 of the season, whatever it is. And the Wizards just rehired their coach to an extension.
Didn't the Pistons end with 9 wins or something like that?
No, I think they had 12.
12.
Okay, so yeah, 9 wins or something like that for sure.
Yeah. Man, I think the Lakers still need to go out and get somebody. I think
Yeah,
they
they're
need
not good
maybe
enough
more
right
depth.
now.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need a
and
depth piece.
they need to be younger.
Yeah, yeah.
The Bulls and the Oklahoma City Thunder just traded Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso. So Josh Giddey to the Bulls and Alex Caruso to the Thunder.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel like Josh Giddey is like a much bigger name than Caruso. I didn't realize that he was like I guess that well respected in the league, we'll say.
Wasn't he first team or second team all defense or something for three years or some shit like that? I don't know. I read something about him
I think he
today that
has
said he was
two.
I don't know if it was second team or third team.
I think he has two second team all pro or all defenses. His defense is definitely legit.
Yeah. The Thunder are going to be good next year, dudes. They're going to be a fun team to watch.
Everybody in the West is going to be good again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns have another year like they did this year. They don't make
Kind of
any
like,
changes.
below expectations.
Yeah. Lakers, too, are in that same boat.
Who's in the boat?
The Lakers.
Below expectations.
Yeah, they've been below expectations for a few years
They
now.
always are. Their expectations are always high,
Yeah.
and they never live up to them.
Kind of like the Cowboys. It's like the Cowboys of
Yeah.
the NBA.
Speaking of the Cowboys, they still haven't signed anybody.
Is Dak a free agent? Or has he got one more year and then he's a free agent?
He's got one more year and then he's a free agent, and he's got in his contract that they can't franchise tag him. So they're either going to have to pay him or let him go.
What do you think they do? Do you think they're going to let this season play out and see what happens?
Maybe. Get us to an NFC championship game. We'll consider re-signing you.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what they have to do, dude, because he's kind of like a regular season merchant right now. Like,
Regular season merchant is a good way to put it.
Yeah, he's just like good in the regular season, gets the Cowboys to the playoffs, and then just can't win that important game.
I don't know. Maybe they can get him over the hump.
Where do you think he goes if they let him walk?
Ooh.
The Giants? You think the Giants pay him?
You know where I would love to see him?
Vegas.
Carolina.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate that.
They just snagged Jonathan Brooks, who's like pretty solid. They have had a good defense for the past few years. Their defense has been like pretty good. They're just bad. I think it's their O-line more than anything. Also they don't have a quarterback, and like their receivers aren't terrible. They got old man Adam Thielen. They just drafted Xavier Legette. I don't know. They need some better receivers for sure, but I don't know. Kind of stupid to trade away DJ Moore when you're drafting Bryce Young, huh?
Yeah.
Here's like a really good receiver who's been really good for all of our bad QBs. Use him and let him help you develop into like a good QB in this league. Instead, it's like low key a bunch of bums.
Yeah, I mean his wide receiver one last year was Adam Thielen.
Yeah. And like I'm sure Thielen knows how to be a pro and stuff, but he like is not gonna help you get to the next level. He can't even run.
No. He had a pretty good fantasy season last year, like pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, for sure. I think he definitely returned on like his ADP.
Yeah, that's also like a product of him being the only one that Bryce Young had to throw to. So they get another like dude, even if they signed like I know like Calvin Ridley just signed with the Titans, but a Calvin Ridley type of player, they don't need like a fucking Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill type of guy.
Right.
Just go out there and get somebody that's solid and on a 2-year contract. Get Bryce Young somebody to throw to. I don't know. The Panthers have always been a shit show, though. I mean, since Cam Newton was in the Super Bowl, that was like literally the last time they were relevant.
That is the last time they were relevant.
And their owner's a dick.
Since Cam Newton left there, or since he like kind of went downhill, they've been bad. So,
I mean, dude, they had Christian McCaffrey. Imagine if like Christian McCaffrey, Bryce Young, DJ Chark was there for a while, wasn't he? When he was good.
When who was good?
DJ Chark. Was he on the Panthers?
I think he was on the Panthers, but I don't know if that was where he popped at.
I know he had one good season somewhere. I think it was either Jacksonville or Carolina. I don't remember.
He was good in Jacksonville.
And then he like fucked up his ankle, and it was never the same. But like they had
Chark was with the Panthers last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he wasn't good last year.
And he's with the
They have
Chargers
weapons
now.
though. He's on the Chargers now.
Yeah.
Is he? They don't have. Is he like their wide receiver 2 now?
It's
Is
like
Lad
him and
McConkey their
Josh
wide receiver
Palmer
1?
and Ladd McConkey. Like, they got a bunch of, like, and Ladd McConkey. They got a bunch
Dude,
of, like,
another
okay
team.
guys.
Like, you have a great quarterback. Get him somebody to throw to, bro. I mean, last year
And
they
their
had.
running backs are Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, yeah, they're not going to be good. That's wild because they were like a few years ago when Justin Herbert came into the league. They were like a team that I was really high on being good for a while. They had the weapons, dude.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler, what's his name? Keenan Allen,
Yep.
Mike Williams. I mean, he couldn't really
Yep.
stay healthy,
And
but he was a stud.
Gerald Everett, and then like
Gerald
he's
Everett.
old and washed.
Yeah.
And yeah, Justin Herbert he had one good year and has been painful ever since.
Yeah, that's wild. I think Harbaugh's gonna have a tough year ahead of him.
You think so?
Yeah, because their defense isn't good either, right? Like they had a pretty shitty defense.
Their defense is always good, but hurt. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they always are good on paper at the beginning of the year, and then the season gets going, and guys get hurt, and then they start to fall apart.
Yeah, and then their offense doesn't do anything, and that's not
Yeah.
a good recipe for success.
Yeah. Yeah. Some receivers getting paid though. That's good to see. Because here's the thing, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith already got paid, so now when Justin Jefferson gets paid and Amon-Ra gets paid and Jalen Waddle gets paid, it's like cool. I don't care because both of our superstar wide receivers are already signed.
Yeah.
But CeeDee Lamb's yet to be paid, so I love that. He's also not at mandatory minicamp, so loving that.
Neither is what's his name? Michael Parsons, right?
I believe that's correct as well.
Like him, Dak, and CD haven't shown up yet. I don't think.
They're doing it in solidarity with one another because they're all trying to get paid.
I don't blame them, dude. That's really all they got.
Yeah. Outside of those, I mean, if you take those three off the team, they're bad.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Jake Ferguson, is he like their next best player? I mean, they might have some guys on the line, but those
Michael
three
Gallup?
are really the only.
No. Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, but he's kind of washed now. Like,
yeah. Rico Dowdle. Zeke.
Dude, the Cowboys are like 1 or 2 injuries away from being like
Poverty.
disastrously bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they might be bad anyway. But here's the thing, CD and Dak are so good.
Yeah. Yeah, they are really good.
Well, okay.
Especially
CD
together.
is so good, and Dak just is able to find him. Like, Dak has that chemistry, yeah.
And Micah Parsons is Micah Parsons. I hope Micah Parsons just completely
leaves
villain arc and comes to the Birds, because we all know he's an Eagles fan at heart.
Yeah.
Like, grew up in the area. Dude, could you imagine adding Micah Parsons to our defense? And then with all these guys on offense
so
being locked up with their contracts, like, oh my god, dude, that would be nuts. And that's like not a far-fetched thing either. It's not like we're sitting here daydreaming about that. Like, that could happen.
Yeah. Cowboys probably gonna tag him.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm sure he'll get tagged.
Because think about it, dude. If they tag him and let Dak walk, then they're not gonna. I mean, unless they bring in somebody at quarterback, like CD's gonna be pissed. He doesn't have a quarterback anymore, and Michael Parsons gets tagged, so he's stuck there. Like, I wonder what they're gonna have to make. If they let Dak walk, they're gonna have to bring in somebody good. One, to keep CeeDee Lamb happy, and like, two, you're not gonna.
I think that they're gonna try to go with Trey Lance, bro. That's like they traded for Trey Lance last year from the Niners. I think they're gonna try to turn him into the next kind of Dak.
Dude, I don't know. I think his time has come and gone.
I think there's always like a possibility for him to learn and grow, and like I don't want to like count him out because we haven't really seen too much from him, honestly.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm not really.
Like, what if he just can't stay healthy either? Like, that's the thing too. Like, yeah, he can come and take the spot, but Coop. Cooper rushes
This
to
guy's a real
Kmart Carson
gunslinger,
Wentz.
Jim.
Now here's a guy.
Slings guns. Yeah, he's trapping them.
Yeah. I got some good news for you, dude. I've been watching a little bit of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Whoa! How are you enjoying yourself?
I'm fully in on the Oilers making this a fucking series.
Yeah, let's have a little fun.
Yeah, dude.
This
let's
beat
get
is
after
sick. I want to take a ride on your disco stick.
Disco stick. If it goes to Game 7, dude, we're in for a treat. I
In
love
for a
a good
treat.
Game
Yeah.
7 Stanley Cup Final, dude. The Game 7s in hockey's just hit so hard because it's so fast all the time, and you're just like sitting on the edge of your seat the entire game.
Yeah. That's what most of the playoffs are.
Yeah, but this one is like, obviously Game 7 of the finals, like everything's on the line. So like you're gonna see some wild shit. Like it's just nonstop action.
All right, so we got Game 6 is tomorrow in Edmonton. And you think McDavid and the boys are bringing it home? Or going back to Florida?
I think they're going back to Florida. I think Connor McDavid like started this series off slow and like obviously like kind of wasn't a factor the first 3 games. But I think he's back to being Connor McDavid now. Like I think he's going to be a real factor until one of these teams goes down.
I saw this wild stat that every other time they've lost 3 games in a row this year, they went on like 9-0, 16-0, and like 14-0 runs or something like that.
Holy shit, 16-0 run?
Yeah, something crazy like that. So I mean, there's lots of 4-0 runs in there.
Lots, dude. Lots of 4-0 runs in one of those runs.
Yeah, 4-0 runs.
There's 4 of them.
There's that 4-4.
4 for 4.
Get your 4-4 on the 4-0.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably watch that game tomorrow night, and I don't know. I want Edmonton to bring it back to Florida for Game 7 and see what happens. That Game 7 will probably be what, Sunday or Monday?
Yeah, one of those two.
That should be good.
That should be good. I don't know if I'm gonna catch tomorrow's game. Lex is finally off work for a Friday, and I don't know. Maybe we're gonna hang out outside and try to enjoy the weather because the evenings have been cool temperatures.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited to have like the patio and just like be outside and sit out there like at night during the summer. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. I split a shit ton of wood the other day, so I have like a bunch of firewood. Maybe have a little fire action.
Nice.
That'll be nice. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll put the hockey game up on the projector.
There you go. Rip some s'mores while you're at it, dude.
Whoa, some s'mores?
Yeah,
dude, Johnny, talking dirty, bro.
Come on, bro. What am I here for?
Getting me on that arousal train here.
I log on to this podcast and I talk about
this is an NSFW dude. Pod now out here talking about the s'mores.
And s'mores.
Sports and s'mores.
That's me, baby. That's what you're gonna get.
A little bit of sports, a little bit of s'mores, a little bit of dirty talk.
Wrap it up.
All right. Enjoy yourselves. Smooch your neighbors.
You want to talk a little baseball, dude?
A little bit of baseball. How about the Yanks? They took a big L today, huh?
Yeah, not great. We've lost 2 series in a row for the first time this year.
And you lost 4 out of 6 to the Orioles.
Yeah, the Orioles have our number this year. 2 nights ago, the first game of the series, we're sitting there on the couch watching it, and Aaron Judge takes a fucking 98-mile-an-hour heater straight off the hand, and I just was like he was obviously in pain. This was the first time, dude. He fucking like started shaking his hands, threw his bat down, and just like almost took a few steps towards the pitcher. And I was just like, bro, was Aaron Judge about to throw hands first? Like, you never see him
he was like
show any sort of like anger.
He took 2 steps and then said, he did hit me in my hand.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't swing this at him.
Right.
But that was really fucking scary. I was like, dude, I was so mad because literally 2 days before that, Mookie Betts got hit in the hand and broke his hand, and he's out for 2 months. And I was just like, the Yankees have been reasonably healthy all year for the first time in a while. Like, they've made it to almost July now without having,
Yeah.
like, a major injury or, like, injury bug. And, like, that happened, and I'm sitting there, I'm watching, comes out, plays center field the next half inning. I'm like, "Oh, dude, he's good." And then the next half inning, he was second, comes up second in the inning, and Trent Grisham is getting, fucking pinch hit for him, and then we get news that he's off to the hospital to get X-rays, and I'm just like, "Fuck, dude! Like, this is it. This is where the Yankee season, like, demise starts. Just trauma, straight trauma." And I was just so mad. And then literally all night for the rest of the game, like, I was just like checking Twitter, checking Twitter for updates. And then finally it comes around. Oh, also Aaron Boone was at his son's graduation during this game, so like he wasn't there for
Okay.
the start of the game. And then like he made it back by like the sixth inning, but someone on Twitter posted a video of like the picture of the FBI agent like whispering in George Bush's ear during 9/11, like when he told him the Twin Towers like were being attacked. And someone quoted it and was like, "This is Aaron Boone at his son's graduation finding about the judge injury." I was like, "Dude, that's a 10
Uh,
out of 10 tweet. That's fucking hilarious." But all in all, dude, like nervous wreck all night. Comes back, got super lucky. It hit him like on the meat part of his hand right here, so it was just kind of
yeah.
bruised. No broken bones, no fractures. Actually, it came back negative. He was out of the lineup the next day. Comes back to the lineup today, hits a home run. So like he's all good, but it was just scary, especially like Garrett Cole like came back yesterday. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I was like, dude, a soul for a soul. Like we get Garrett Cole back, but now Judge is gonna be out for the whole summer. Like that fucking sucks. But all's good. Like health wise, they do look like shit against the Orioles, which is a team that we need to beat.
I'll tell you what, I should have bet against them last night when Garrett Cole pitched because that was his debut, right?
Yeah.
And the Yanks were like minus 150 something favorites, and the O's were like
Well,
plus 120 ish. And I was like, dude, in Garrett Cole's debut, like the Orioles are no fucking slouch. And like, I know he's been pitching, but he hasn't been like pitching against MLB batters. I expect him to like not be prime Garrett Cole. Like, it's his first start in the bigs this year. Like,
well,
I'm
he was though, but he only pitched 4 innings because he had a pitch limit on him.
right,
So our
right.
bullpen got rocked.
So you're not getting like a great 6, 7 innings of Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
You're getting four. Like that's what I'm saying. You're not getting what you think what the books think, or at least it seems they think they're getting out of Garrett Cole. But that might just be like fans being like so excited about how good the Yanks have been. Plus now just excited to get Garrett Cole back.
Oh, dude, I think the books knew what was going to happen with Garrett Cole, and that's why they were favorites, so that people would bet on the Yankees because it's like, oh, fans like Garrett Cole's back, blah blah blah. But like
Yeah, yeah,
anyone who
yeah.
actually watches baseball knows he's only going to go 4 innings because he's pitch limited at like 75 pitches, and our bullpen is beat to shit right now. So the Orioles just fucking, I think they dinged Cole for like 1 or 2 runs. Um, and then just teed off on our bullpen. And then the Yankees last night make a miraculous like 5-run comeback in the end of the game, tie it up in the ninth, and then Jose Trevino can't throw runners out to save his life. The Red Sox on Sunday ran and stole 9 bases on us on Trevino for a franchise record of most stolen bases in a game. Trevino has an absolute noodle arm
For the Red Sox or the Yankees?
for the Red Sox. The Red Sox stole 9 bases against Trevino.
Right. But I
Couldn't
meant
throw
like that
somebody
could
out.
still be the most given up in Yankees
Oh yeah,
history.
I think it might be both. Honestly,
Probably, right?
yeah, 9 is a lot in a game, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so the Orioles were doing that, and then he throws a ball into center field, and like they score 2 in the 10th, and then the Yankees only get 1 back, and they end up losing. But it's just, dude, we beat up on the really bad teams, like smoke the really bad teams. But we just can't win like the crucial games. Like we can beat good teams, we just can't win the ones that we're supposed to win. Today obviously wasn't one of those. Luis Hill gives like 6 runs up in the first inning. Whatever, not mad at that at all. He's been an absolute stud all year. Like every pitcher's gonna have a blunder every now and then. But this team definitely has some holes that need to be filled. Rizzo is out for 2 months with a broken wrist, which it sucks because he's, Anthony Rizzo, but at the same time, like gives this kid Ben Rice. We just called him up, gives him time, and like he might be our future
Benny
first
boy.
baseman. He looks good, dude. He doesn't swing and miss, and he hits for power, which is good. But just keep it rolling, dude. Long season. Garrett Cole's back. Not much to complain about. We're still first in the AL East, even after losing 2 series to the Orioles. So, like,
Yeah, got a game and
no
a half
complaints
on him
there.
still.
Yeah, no complaints here. Just keep it rolling.
Phils have not been great. They lost. They split with the Mets in London, and then lost 2 or 3 to the Red Sox, lost 2 or 3 to the Orioles, and then just beat the Padres 2-3, or 2 out of 3. But
I think
they're
the Phils
7
and the
games
Yanks
ahead
are
of the
just kind of
Braves.
like coming back down to earth a little bit because we were playing out of
Yeah,
our minds. So like
yeah,
fans think it's this team sucks now, but it's really just like baseball. It's just baseball, dude.
yeah.
That's what happened.
And JT's out, Brandon Marsh is out, Trey Turner's back. But he's just getting back. But I'm not worried, dude. Cassie's hitting walk-offs. Like, there's still a little bit of magic in the air. You know what I mean? There's a little something
Yeah.
there. So, Schwarber's having a hell of a June, as he does. Yeah, I think the Phils will be fine. Not really worried.
I've seen a lot of Luis Robert trade talk to the Phillies, which would be
Really?
yeah, that would be insane, dude.
I like that.
I
We don't
mean,
really have much out in center.
Luis Robert's a superstar if he can stay healthy. I mean, I don't think he has that much of like an injury history, but like he's an insane bat putting that lineup, and you can run him down in center field.
Yeah. Center field's been shaky. It's like we just don't have any good bats. We got good fielding out in center, like Johan Rojas, Christian Pache. Like, we got guys that can field the position, but like,
I mean, that's kind of what you want from a center fielder, though. Like, kind of like a glove first center fielder is like league. It's like
yeah, but the
pretty
bats are
average.
bad.
Yeah, like black holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
bad.
sometimes they're not, dude. I'm pretty sure Rojas just got sent down to, or options to AAA, but he like low-key had a hot start to the season, like out in center. He had a hot bat too. Um, I don't know. I guess he just fell off.
Yeah,
You're
that'll
gonna get
happen,
that when
dude.
you're not that great.
I mean, Cedric Mullins is batting like 189 this year.
I feel like that's about like where you want to be if you're bad.
Cedric
Like
Mullins is really good though.
uh,
He's like the superstar outfielder on the Orioles. Like 30 home runs a few years ago. Like really good player, but he's just like having a crazy bad year at the plate. Of course, he hits a 3-run shot against us today, but
yeah. But at the same time, dude, that's the way it's gonna be. Or like he's gonna get more leash because he has a history of being good.
yeah,
The Phillies center
yeah.
fielder options don't have a history of being great, so it's like,
This is who you are more so than like we know you're having a bad year.
yeah, yeah. You're not gonna get to June, middle of June, still starting batting like that.
Yeah.
But whatever. At least we're not as bad as some teams in the league.
Jason Dominguez, the Yankees like phenom kid who came up last year and just went nuts, was like a week away from being back because he had Tommy John surgery over the winter and fucking strains his oblique swinging the bat in a minor league game. So now he's out for 2 more months, which was just like, oh, dude, an outfield of Judge, Soto, and Jason Dominguez would make me so wet. Alex Verdugo's been a stud, like great, and I love Alex Verdugo. Like he's a perfect Yankee, but like I'm so ready for Jason Dominguez to just be like an everyday part of this team. Like he's fun to watch, dude. I actually watched a show on Netflix the other day, called King of Collectibles: The Golden Touch, and it's about this auction company in New Jersey, Golden. I think it's called Golden Auctions. They collect all these like really crazy sports memorabilia and history memorabilia and like pop culture stuff, and people that have these items that want to sell them, they bring them to them and say, "Hey, I want to sell this. Can you auction it off for me?" And then they get like a commission on whatever it sells for.
Yeah.
And one of the items was this kid caught Jason Dominguez's first home run at Yankee Stadium last year, and it was cool. Like he was basically like they contacted him, and he was like, "Yeah, like it's authenticated because there's video of me catching this ball, and like I have it in this case. There's no more like technology nowadays. Like there's so many cameras everywhere at sporting events. Like you can authenticate through like video proof now. You don't need to like send it out
Yeah.
to. So you
Yeah.
save costs there." And he was basically just like, it's almost like the stock market with like balls like this. He's like, Jason Dominguez is supposed to be like the next Mickey Mantle. Like that's who they compared him to. And his value right now is really high, so you can get a lot of money for this ball. Or you can gamble, wait to see how Jason Dominguez's career turns out, and if he's a dud, then that ball's not going to be worth shit. So he was like, I think I want to sell it now because like college is coming up and all this, and he ended up getting like $13,000 for the baseball. But there was like
not bad, dude. Good return on investment.
Great return on investment. And it was funny. He was telling a story. He was like,
what did he pay? Dude, like $100 for a ticket?
If that. He said that tickets were cheap. His girlfriend had never been to a Yankees game before, so he took her, and like it was after school, and his mom like didn't want him to go because it was going to be a late night, and he had school the next day. But she was just like, whatever. So it was funny. The guy that was like working for Golden was like, aren't you glad you let him go to that game that night? And she's like, oh, definitely am now because he came back with $13,000.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough because it's like I feel like his mom probably was like, you could get 13 to like, or probably like 10 to 15 grand for this. Like, that's a lot of money. You should take that. Like, don't gamble it and then have it be worth nothing. Which is like one good way to look at it. But like, dude, if he blows up, or even if he becomes like half of like what he's expected to be, like, okay, maybe he's not Mickey Mantle. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
maybe
but
he's
like
like
an
pretty damn good.
Albert Pujols.
Okay, what if he's Brett Gardner?
I lost you.
I said, what if he's Brett Gardner? He stays with the Yankees for a bunch of years. He's like really solid. He's like a cog, like a big piece of your team. And then you sell it.
Probably still get more than $13,000.
Probably, right? Like,
yeah,
he has like no MLB career right now.
Yeah,
just hype.
I mean, dude, even if you sat on it for only like 3 or 4 years, and it's like a superstar in the making, you know what I mean? Then more people are gonna be like more like have more like what's the word I'm looking for? Like they want to buy the ball more because they see like the projection of his career going up like more so than it is now.
Yeah.
But even outside of that baseball, super fucking dope show, dude. They had some crazy. It's like a better Pawn Stars almost, but it's not like a pawn shop. It's like an auction house, and they show like like everybody at the company is part of the show. So like there's certain characters, I would say, and they went to like New York Comic Con, and their boss gave them, all right, I want $2 million done at this event throughout the weekend. So it's all them going through and like one guy's trying to find like a crazy rare, like super expensive comic book, like at a certain grade, Pokemon cards, like music shit. There's one, the daughter actually got in contact with some recording artist and found a record of Eminem's first album, Infinite, graded in like a case, like a plastic or glass case like this, signed by him, and it went for like $55,000 on their auction site or something. So it's just like
not
cool
bad.
To see all this shit that people collect, dude. It's really dope. I ripped through that show in like 2 days.
What's it called?
King of Collectibles, The Golden Touch. It's on Netflix.
The Golden Touch.
Yeah. There's 2 seasons. The new season is the one I was just talking about, just came out, but I think the first one came out last year. I stumbled upon it randomly, and then the other day I turned on Netflix, and it was like the first thing on my recommended, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude, new season of this shit? I forgot about the show.
Fire me up.
Fire me up. They make
Beam me up, Scotty.
Money, dude.
Yeah, bro, I bet. And like, think about it. Now they got a Netflix show on top of that.
Yeah. And they're probably gonna have another season too, because I imagine
because you're addicted
popular.
to it.
I'm the only one keeping them in business, baby.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it, dude. It ain't much, but it's honest.
It ain't much, but it's honest viewing.
What else you want to talk about here?
I don't know. We got any other sports to cover? I feel like we covered most things. It's kind of hitting the dog days of summer when it comes to sports.
Dude, Rory completely blowing, dude. The U.S. Open.
Yeah, that was tough to see. I felt bad.
Bogeys on 16 and 18, missed like a 2.5 and like a 3.5 foot puck. God bless you.
Thank you.
Outside of that, he's like 496 for 496 on putts inside of 4 feet on tour this season.
Damn, dude. And like
except
the
for
most
those
important
two
putts of the year too.
Yeah.
That sucks. I felt
Bryson
bad
hits an
for him.
absolute fucking beaut out of the sand.
Dart out of the bunker. Yeah, dude.
55-yard bunker shot, puts it within like 4 feet, taps it in for par, wins the tournament.
I saw this TikTok of him, it was from weeks ago, of like a clip from his YouTube channel, and somebody asked him like what the scariest shot in golf is, and he was like, for me, dude, it's not like a long putt, it's not a wedge shot, it's a 55 to 60 yard fairway bunker shot. He's like, that's the scariest shot for me. And then he goes out there and just puts one close to win the fucking U.S. Open. That's crazy.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, ballers tough, dude. I'm starting to like Bryson a lot more. I think he's like really maturing.
He
like,
is.
kind
he
of
is
coming into himself, and it's like way more enjoyable to watch. Also, like him having a YouTube channel is like humanizes him a little bit more.
Yeah, and I think him being away from the PGA Tour and being on Live, it like helps him like put things into perspective, because you're not always in like the PGA Tour, like golf mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about it that way, but that makes a lot of sense actually.
Because like he at the last big tournament lost at the very end, like almost went to a playoff, right? Whatever tournament that was, not too long ago. Lost, came out, shook dude's hand, was like one of the first to congratulate him, like, hell yeah, dude, good shit. Rory, complete opposite, drops his head, goes off, dips, never says, like, gives him a congratulation and, like, a message that he made.
Yeah.
Didn't congratulate him then, didn't talk to media, none of that. And he's always talking to media whenever, you know, he's trying to, like, say something that bothers him. Usually about Liv getting all this money.
Yeah. Yeah, I did feel kind of bad for Rory, though. Like, that's just gotta be so, like, defeating. Like, basically knowing you have this fucking, like, locked up, and then it's, like, the thing that you've done 1,000 times before in your life, your year, not even just your career, like, all year.
Yeah.
Just got, like, a crazy case of the yips out of nowhere, dude. On the final 2 holes of the U.S. Open.
And, like, Bryson didn't even have a great 18. Like, that bunker shot was silly. But he was, like, in the shit, dude.
Before that, yeah, he was in the fucking, like, the natural shit.
He had to, like,
time.
be all hunched over for that one shot out of the garbage.
Yeah. The garbage.
And then put him into the bunker, and then he was just able to be glorious from there.
Yeah. Dude, I will never be able to hit a bunker shot like that in my life. There's no way.
Sure you can, dude. Don't discount yourself like that,
Unless I get really lucky. Unless I get... Thanks, dude. Unless I get really lucky, though. But that's just, like, that takes such a level of skill that I feel like people that have never played golf don't even realize, dude. Like, that's insane to be able to do that.
Bro, you can do it.
Not only get it out of the bunker, have enough distance to get it to the green, but also land it close to the pin and have it sit like that. That's nuts, dude.
Next time we go out, let's try.
There's
put a couple
actually
balls.
A bunker at our the range that I go to, and last week when I was there, these 2 kids were like taking practice shots out of the bunker, and it's like the bunker's here, and then the green, or not the green, but like the tee box where you hit on the range is here, and they were just like spraying balls over towards me, dude, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, bro, could you aim the other way? Like, if I'm fucking trying to sit here swing my club and just catch like a stinger to the leg, I'm gonna be pissed. But they were literally like balls flying probably like 10 feet to my right, just like I'm swinging like this, and they're just like in my peripherals like this. I'm like, all right, guys, maybe not like the best fucking angle to swing here. Like, there's 15 people lined up here. Also, maybe it's on the golf course. They're putting a bunker there.
Maybe you should have aimed at them. Maybe you should have aimed at them.
Just 180 with my driver, turn around.
Yeah. Put a little boomerang on. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to catch you right in the fucking dome piece.
Right between the eye holes. These are my eye holes.
Maybe if we weren't spraying so much sand, I would have been able to hit it better. Maybe
I could see.
Maybe probably a bit of sand got between, you know, the face of the club and the ball, and that's why it fucking went so crazy. I've been hitting them clean, you know. It's probably all this sand you're fucking spraying is fucking up my swing.
Yeah, not my fault, dude. You can't blame me.
Nah, it's gotta be. That's all on you, big dog. I like calling people big dog now, apparently.
Big dog. You like how I called you Big Papa before we hopped on here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you ready, Big Papa?
Your brother got engaged. I'm pretty sure I commented on his Instagram post and said,
He
"Yes,
did.
sir.
Shout out to them
Congratulations,
fools.
big dog."
Obviously I knew he was getting engaged like the day it happened, but I was hopped on Instagram today and saw his post and I was like, oh my god, a Nicholas Alverson Instagram post. This is rare, dude. I feel like I
Yeah,
just caught a rare Pokemon.
that's
My boy
funny as
never be
fuck.
on the Instagram.
Nah, nah.
But yeah,
Congratulations to him though. That's awesome.
congrats to them. Shout out to them. I saw the picture, like a lot of the pictures that my sister took, and it looked like a really nice night. And pictures came out beautiful, dude. It was sick. Um, Shout out to them. They did it at the Hershey Hotel, which was like I've never been like I've been inside it, but I've never been like out like around the side where they were. Dude, I was like, did you guys do this at a museum? This place is nuts. And my mom was like, no, it's at the Hershey Hotel. Like it's like right across the street from our house. And I was like, oh my god, this place is gorgeous, dude.
Interesting.
I bet they throw some banger weddings.
Hell yeah. You get a discount if you propose there. Actually,
So yeah.
that'd be cool.
All right, Maggie, give it back.
Yeah.
We gotta go to Hershey now. Get in the car.
I need to re-propose to you. We gotta cancel all of our wedding plans, replan the whole thing. We're doing it in Hershey.
Delete all the pictures you have on social media of us getting engaged. Because we're redoing it.
Yeah,
Why? There's
yeah.
8% discount at the Hershey Hotel.
Or it'll just be one of those things where it's like, yo, you guys, you want to tell the waitress it's one of our birthdays so we can get dessert?
Dude, we did that to Andy at when we went out for hibachi the other night. But I mean, it actually was his birthday. So like, but the waiter like walks around and I'm sitting on the end, and then Andy's sitting to my right, and then Maggie's sitting to his right, and then our friend Candace is sitting on Maggie's right. So like we're all in a row. And Andy's sitting there, and the waiter comes around, and Maggie just leans over and goes, "Hey, it's his birthday!" Like right in front of him. So Andy was like, "That wasn't very discreet." Next thing we know, he's getting a cupcake with a candle brought over it, and this person with a big gong, dude. We start singing "Happy Birthday," dude slamming on a gong, like making a beat. It was so funny.
Bro, we did hibachi for. That's amazing. That's way better than the story I'm about to tell. We went to hibachi for Lex's dad's birthday, and the girls told them that it was his birthday too. And I don't remember, like, I think we got like a bunch of fucking fruit, but they came out with like big sparkler candles and all this shit. It was extra. I wish they would have got a fucking gong and been beating on that. It would be awesome. I would have been cracking up.
Imagine you're sitting at hibachi and they do the birthday thing and they just start singing "Happy Birthday from Applebee's to you."
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
Like, sorry, I'm
crossover.
And then the owner comes out and they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we got these guys from Applebee's. They're just programmed like that. We don't have the funds to like completely like erase them and get like new RAMs in them." So
yeah. Happy birthday from Applebee's to you.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, that's all we can afford right now. Funds are low.
Why do you think we went to Applebee's? We outsourced to Applebee's. Funds are low.
Yeah, Applebee's like they don't even be paying their people really.
I believe it.
Neither does Chili's, because Lex works at Chili's, not to like put her on blast or anything.
Chili's is much higher class than Applebee's, though. I will die on that hill. If somebody's asked me if they want to go to Chili's or Applebee's, I'm taking Chili's 10 out of 10 times, dude. Their food is so much better. Like their restaurant atmosphere is kind of the same, but like they just have like Applebee's is shit. I will never go back to Applebee's. I hate Applebee's.
Applebee's is shit.
Don't sponsor us.
Applebee's is like the cheapest version of every food, I feel like.
Yeah, dude, it's just not good.
I don't think Chili's is all that much better, but it's definitely a little bit better.
Chili's got those chicken honey crispers with the corn on the cob and a fire.
The crispers are good.
Lava cake or cookie skillet.
They do got the cookie skillet.
At Chili's.
So Lex actually brought the cookie skillet home last night, but there was obviously no skillet, and throws it in the microwave, and then she's like, "Dude, honestly, I like mine better in the microwave because it's just like." And we were talking about it. I was like,
gooey, right?
It makes it just like the sides get real crispy when it's in the oven because it's in the skillet. So the sides get like
Yeah.
real crispy, crunchy. But when it's not, it breaks apart much easier when it's softer. And I like that better with the ice cream because like like when you have like the ice cream and you're trying to scoop it with the cookie and then you gotta like break through the crust and it's like a whole thing. Your ice cream's fucking
Yeah,
splurting
dude.
out the side and it's getting all melted and you just want to break a little bit of cookie
You're
off so
getting
you can
the
eat both
drill.
at the same time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're bringing out the fucking
You know what you
saw.
need? You need a Spork for that.
I think a spork might be able to get it done for you.
A Spork in that situation, serviceable.
But yeah, they don't really be paying their employees. They kind of just like make them
Work
pay
for
each
tips and
other.
get out.
So like Lex makes her money, and then she has to tip out 5%. I think 1%. So 5% of her entire sales. If she has $2,000 in sales and she gets stiffed and doesn't make a single dollar in tips, she still has to tip out 5% of that. Whatever, it's like $100.
It's not you tip out of the sales you make, not the tips you
Yeah,
make.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
But do those tip outs go to the rest of the her coworkers, or does
So
it go to
1% goes to the bartender,
yeah?
and 4% gets split between food runners and like bussers if they have them, but they usually don't. It's usually just food runners, and there's like 2 or 3 of them.
And every like waitress has to do that?
Yeah. Or waiter, you fucking sexist.
Yeah, that's my bad. But they don't get they don't get any percentage of like other waiters or waitresses
They're only
out?
tipping. They're only
What?
tipping out. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's whack, dude.
So then Chili's like basically doesn't have to pay them because they're getting paid by their servers.
That's whack.
Right? Yeah.
That shouldn't even be legal, dude. If you
I
have a
know.
business and you can't pay your employees, then you don't have a business.
And like servers don't get paid. Like Lex has been working pretty much 5 shifts a week, and she's like, "Oh, I got paid the other day for a bi-weekly paycheck, $10." Like
That's nuts.
servers don't get paid like an hourly wage in America. You know what I mean?
That's nuts, dude. That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
all
always
she
knew that
makes
they
are
didn't make
tips. They're
like
not
good
great,
like hourly, but
and
wow,
then
that's
she has
nuts.
to tip out to her people on top of that.
Damn, that's
Ain't that
rough.
some shit?
Yeah, I mean, valet was kind of similar, but like at least when we worked hotels, we still got like hourly paychecks for more than $10, dude. I mean, sometimes I'd
And
get like a $30 paycheck because I would work like
yeah,
4 out of the 5 days restaurants and then one day at a hotel. But like, and some days like if you worked a restaurant in the dead of winter, like sometimes I'd get like 2 cars and I'd leave with like $7. Like that was the worst part of it, but that's nuts, dude.
yeah.
Is it like that at most restaurants, do you think, or is that just like a Chili's thing?
It's a Chili's and Applebee's is similar or worse. I don't know about all. I'm sure there are a bunch of restaurants that do it like that, but I don't really
You
know.
think Red Robin's got that shit going on?
Maybe. I mean, it's just a fucking stupid bird.
He walks around just going yum.
I haven't had Red Robin in a fucking hot minute.
Me neither. I used to love Red Robin though.
Dude, me too. When I was a kid, Red Robin was the shit.
Yeah, dude, it was the shit and the tits
And the tits.
at the same time.
Hell yeah, I
Red
love shit
Robin
and
was
tits
the shit
together.
tits, dude.
Look, why have shit and why have tits when you can have shit and tits
Both.
together?
Right, exactly.
Yum, both.
Yum.
That's ridiculous.
That's what we are here on the show, dude. It's pure chaos. This episode is titled "The Great Spork Dilemma." You're expecting any sort of like coherent thought on this podcast? It's not happening.
The Great Spork Dilemma, also known as Sports and S'mores.
Sporks and s'mores. Oh man.
Sporks, Sports, and S'mores.
Sports, s'mores, and more.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. What else we got? Is there anything else we need to yap about?
Posty's gonna drop an album.
I saw, and I think it's gonna be a little more of like some old school Post vibes, which I'm excited
Okay.
for.
Okay. I think Lex is excited. She thinks that means he's going on tour. Because it usually does.
It's usually a pretty good sign. Still waiting for an announcement on this Eminem album.
Yeah, well, what the fuck, dude? June's almost over. June's almost over. That Houdini album was pretty good, bro. Lex and I went out in the city, or the single. Lex and I went out in Philly, last Thursday to celebrate our anniversary, and we were at this brewery drinking some beers, having a pizza, and they're doing trivia. And round 2 of trivia was like song trivia, and they just played like a beat, like a little bit of a beat, and you had to like guess the artist. And they did the one who was Houdini. And I was like, dude, this single came out like a couple days ago. Like, it's really not that old. I'm surprised they're doing this. And I don't know how many people got it right, but I know I
They're
did.
just checking to see who's like up on the times, dude, with the hip hop music community.
It's me. I heard it and I was like, yo, I'm pretty sure this is like Eminem's new album or new song Houdini. I could just like see
Dude.
the fucking music video.
Yeah, that's a great the song
Dude.
complements, or the music video complements the song so well, dude. Like, I feel like when I listen to it now, I feel like I'm watching the music video in my head.
The music video is good. It's fun.
Really good. Speaking of hip hop, did you see what Kendrick did last night?
You cut out after you said, speaking of hip hop, did you?
Did you see what Kendrick did last night?
No, I think I saw a concert and I saw Russell Westbrook dancing on stage.
Yeah, he had like this pop out thing in LA where he just brought out like all of the West Coast like rap scene, and then he went on and performed like all of his Drake disses in front of like a huge crowd, and streamed it on Amazon Prime and Twitch. But apparently it was crazy, dude. Like, he had the whole, like, one of my coworkers was telling me today, he had like gangs in LA, like opposite gangs of different streets, like on stage together, like rapping. Like, he was just like uniting the entire West Coast like rap community, and it was like
To
really
be
just,
anti-Drake.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
that's
literally what it was
awesome,
for.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Not
heartwarming
like
to
us,
see.
I think like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that song.
Oh, dude. Bop. I love it.
Bop.
Yeah. I love that song, dude.
It's kind of catchy. It's all right. I like Euphoria. That's a good one for me.
That's what he came out to, dude. Like, he came out to Euphoria.
Yeah,
And,
that one goes hard.
The slow start of that song got everyone hyped, and then he just went in.
I can't believe he didn't hit me up, bro. He knows I'm out there on that West Coast rap game.
And
Like,
next,
he knows I'll be
coming
out
to
there.
the stage from the Random Roommates podcast, Bang Dog comes out with Jay-Z.
I would be the only white person within a 5-mile radius.
Yeah. That'd be pretty fucking cool.
That would be dope.
I was hoping
Was Lil
J.
Dicky
Cole...
there?
No, Lil Dicky's East Coast, bruv. He's a Philly
I don't know,
dog.
dude. He be out there in LA though.
He do. He got movies and shit and shows and shit. He do be out in LA. Oh my
Hollywood.
God,
Dude, getting rocked.
Rock
you like a hurricane. Bow, bow.
I had something to say, but I don't remember.
That's alright, dude. It's okay. I forgive you.
It had something to do about records. I forget, dude. Just completely whoop, whoop, right out of my head.
We had Jacob's first birthday party this past weekend, and some Alexa's friends were there, and they were sitting together in the living room. And I came in to get some food, and the one kid was like, yo, I love your record collection. Like, I love that you have, like, all the Mac Miller ones. And I was like, I actually don't have the High Life, and that one obsessed me because my boy, like, offered to get it for me, like, when I first started collecting it. I was like, nah, like, it's cool, thinking I would see it again, and I haven't seen it anywhere since.
Yeah.
So I was like, that hurts a little bit, but other than that, I have all of them. I also have swimming twice, because I have the 5-year anniversary one, which is dope. I was like, but I literally ran him through like my entire collection that's out in the living room, and he was just like, dude, I fucking love it. Like all these is like all of my favorite music. Like this is like what I would love to have. Like this would be a great collection for me. And the one kid was like, do you have any other Lil Wayne? And I was like, nah. I was like, this is what I started my collection with, was the Carter 3. And he was like, that's a good one to do it on. I was like, yeah, it's probably like the best one for like us.
That's a vinyl collector's wet dream.
Yeah, dude, it was great. I had a great time showing off my record collection, honestly.
That's dope. I think I'm gonna get like milk cartons for when we move, put my records in, and then sort them by artist. So I have like little tabs, so you can just flip through them like you are in a record store, and like have like separating tabs of like each artist of records I have.
Yeah,
Because I like the alphabet way, but like I also like when I go into a record store and see that they have it by artist, I'm like, oh, bad dude, I can just look for artists that I want and like not have to shift
yeah,
through everything. Like I can just find the tab of like 50 Cent or Eminem or DMX and just be like, yep, this is what I want to look through.
yep, yep. Yeah, I have mine right now. Because mine are like, left to right. It's like one long
Yeah,
thing.
same.
So I just put all the way on the right is J. Cole, and then next to him is Mac Miller. So like all the way on the right is my Mac and J. Cole. And then it's like rap albums, like no particular order, but I keep artists together. Like keep my Kanye together, keep my Posey together. Like
Yeah.
I got Soul sold separately, like towards the front, Acid Rap towards the front, like because I like those ones a little bit more. And then after that is like starts like my reggae, and then classic rock stuff, and then all the way it kind of keeps going like classic rock and oldies all the way to the end, and then the very end's Christmas music.
Nice. That's a good
Because
way to do it.
I got my two Philly Christmas albums. I got Rudolph. I got like another Christmas album or two.
I want to get the Charlie Brown Peanuts Christmas album on vinyl. That would be sick.
Yeah, I have the
Christmas
OG Rudolph
time
soundtrack.
is here. Yeah, that's fire. That's a good one to have.
That is a good one to have, dude. I love Rudolph. Lex and I watched it together for the first time this year. She hadn't seen it like that.
Like the claymation one.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
OG, bro.
yeah, that's the
Um,
classic.
I cried. It was an emotional moment for me. Cause like we
Rudolph will get
always
you,
watched
dude.
that stuff growing up. It wasn't even
Yeah.
that. It was like we always like we watched all like that series of movies every single Christmas. Like we watched all of them for the most part. Like not like when I was in high school and stuff. Still like we kind of stopped. But like growing up, like those are like core memories that I have.
Oh
And
yeah.
like so many like Christmas sayings like come from that, and like so many other sayings too. I realized like random things that my dad would say, like, "Yo, fucking Cornelius, the crazy fucking bastard from Rudolph," like that's what he said. Or actually, vice versa. Like he would like say something, and I'd be like, "Yo, what?" Like that's like a part of my dad's
It's a
vocabulary.
deep cut.
I never put these together before. But just like having that moment with Lex and like Jacob obviously sleeping in a room over, it was like it was nice.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. We did the same. We would throw on the Charlie Brown Christmas and while we decorated the tree every year growing up.
Yeah, yeah. We do. We don't have well now Lex and I we do like a Christmas record while we decorate usually.
Yeah.
That's like why I got them, right? Like growing up we always listened to Christmas music. My mom had like she had a bunch of CDs. Like she had like a crazy CD like album, and we had like a huge CD player. It was actually the fucking massive one that I brought to Coastal. That was what we had growing up in our kitchen, with the huge speakers. And then one year for
Yeah.
Christmas probably she got like a little radio thing that drilled in underneath one of the cabinets. So we had that like by the coffee maker in the kitchen, and it played CDs. So she would just like be baking in the kitchen, swapping out her CDs and stuff, and like decorating the house, like playing it from there. So like that was like there was always like music on. We were doing Christmas things, so that's why I wanted to get records, so like we could still like have the music on while we're doing Christmas things.
Yeah. That's dope.
And
We got
I
some
started a playlist on my phone last year because I was like, I need like
Christmas
my
playlists.
go-to Christmas music. Yeah,
Yeah. I need to do that because there's some Christmas songs that I despise, and then there's some
right.
Christmas songs that I love. And like,
And there's hidden gems that I love that never get played. Like, but it's just because it's like nostalgic. Like, that's what I listen to.
yeah,
So that's what I like now.
yeah. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Um, I don't know, dude. There's a lot of good ones. I like Surfing Santa. I like the one that's like Christmas just won't be the same. Santa's got a brand new band. I'm big into like rock and roll Christmas.
Yeah.
Like not like
Jingle Bell Rock is classic. That's my favorite.
not like the classic like Christmas songs like the carols and stuff. Or I
Yeah.
like the rock and roll Christmas.
Beach Boys Christmas album is a must.
Yeah, Elvis got some good ones. George Thorogood actually got some good ones, but that's biased. Like most people probably wouldn't say he's at the top. But there's a lot of good rock Christmas albums or songs.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. That one gets me going, dude.
I like Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad's a classic.
Let me see. Let me pull up my Christmas time jams. Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys. That's a good one. Little Saint Nick.
Little Saint Nick. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
banger.
Step Into Christmas by Elton John. I love Step Into Christmas. That's a banger.
How's that one go?
Step into Christmas. It's just, dude, it's like upbeat, good vibes, all about like being happy forever
Christmas.
and ever. Yeah, dude, it's good. That's my kind of vibe. Christmas is the time to say I love you. I like that one.
Did you ever hear Mary Did You Know?
Mary, did you know? Nope.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would someday walk on water? Banger, dude.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, that's classic.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Let's see. Any other ones where I'm like, oh, that one's really good? Nah, none that I haven't said already.
You know,
I just like hit me.
The Mariah Carey John.
Yeah. I'm kind of.
Sucks,
It's not on my playlist for sure.
It sucks. I hate it. It puts me in a bad mood. Turns me into the Grinch.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug.
That's Scrooge,
Mariah.
but whatever.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Call me Scrooge McDuck the way I be hating Mariah Carey.
All right.
Not
Is
Scrooge,
McDuck
not
his last
Ebenezer
name?
Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDuck is like the Disney version of Scrooge.
Okay.
Ebenezer Scrooge is like OG Scrooge.
Is the OG. Yeah. Scrooge McDuckerson.
Junior. Third.
Yeah, he's real grumpy, dude. He's got like grump on top of his grump.
Nobody's a bigger Christmas hater than the Grinch, though. My man was like, I'm stealing all your presents, I'm throwing over a fucking mountain, and I'm a
Yeah. Scrooge was just like, I'm an asshole, and I'm not celebrating this holiday, and I'm not letting my employees celebrate this holiday. It's literally just another day, and I'm not treating it as anything else.
Yeah.
The Grinch was ruining Christmas. He was out to ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah, you're ruining it.
I like the Grinch. I think it's a good movie, though.
I was gonna say Grinch movie does slap, though.
Yeah.
Like the cartoon and the live action.
Yeah, that's true. Both of them are good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch more Christmas movies this year. I'm gonna
Same.
Maybe just try to put on like the 30 Days of Christmas or whatever, like every night. Like, let me get some Christmas movies just like on, even if it's just in the background.
It's hard down here, dude, because the weather's not Christmas weather, so it's like hard to get in the mood. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy when it's night at 6 p.m. and it's snowing and like you don't have anything to do but just like make some hot chocolate and vibe out to a good Christmas movie. Like here's
I couldn't tell you the last time I had that.
What, hot chocolate?
No, that's not true. I probably did have hot chocolate in a movie at least once last year.
At least one time last night, I did. We're usually at like 3 or 4 times a night, but at least once last night.
Yeah. At least one Christmas movie and hot chocolate last night.
Yeah, dude, Christmas in July is coming up. I gotta be ready.
Exactly. I gotta get in the spirit.
All right, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, we can do that, dude.
All right.
Do you want to get out of here? You tired of talking to me?
Not so much tired of talking to you. I'm more just hungry because I haven't eaten dinner yet.
This guy, dude. It's always something with him.
That'll do it.
All right, well then let's get out of here. If you made it this far, appreciate you. If not, I can say whatever I want because you didn't make it this far.
If your name's Waldo, appreciate you.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Tell somebody that you love them. Give your neighbor a big old hug. Maybe a high five. Maybe you don't want to hug him. I don't know. Maybe you're not cool like that.
Invest in a good sport.
Maybe a high five. Yeah, dude. Maybe do a little Spork research. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back next week. Smooches.